The Partridge Dry Fly Supreme hook has perfect proportions. It's a solid, light, well-forged hook that is incredibly strong and has been my go-to dry fly hook anytime I want to try and really land a trophy trout. The fly that I'm tying is the Western green drake. This is a dark green drake, very common in Colorado, and elicits significant dry fly action. First, having laid down some thread to support the wing, I'm tying in 2 hackle feathers of a natural dun hen to make the wings. The stem is trimmed and the thread is advanced to the front of the wings to form a dam to stand the wings upright. These wings, because they've been opposed to each other, naturally stand out at an angle of about 45 degrees to the axis of the hook. I then return the thread to the bend of the hook, just before, to the in line with the barb of the hook, and then return it to the middle, because the tail of this fly is tied with elk hair, and it is a fairly bushy tail, and one wants to achieve a nice, neat tail that is not too crazily flared. The length of the tail should be 1.5 gape widths. So the elk hair is tied in loose wraps back to the in line with the barb, and then brought forward in tight wraps to secure the elk hair without excessive flaring. Plastic rib in green olive color is tied in when the thread is taken back to the bend. The dubbing on this fly is a sort of sooty, dark olive, and the abdomen is quite pronounced. This is not a delicate fly, it is quite a robust fly. So the dubbing is then added to the thread and taken back to the bend and then brought forward to produce a neat body that stops short of the base of the wings. It is then ribbed and the rib is tied off and the waist piece is then removed. The hackle is also a sooty dark olive color, and is tied in behind the wing. This is a robustly hackled fly with often as many as 10 or 12 turns of hackle to provide the size, profile, and flotation that this fly needs. The hackle is tied in underneath the shank and is then advanced forward neatly to provide the heavily hackled appearance of the green drake. The wings are pushed back to keep them in position. The hackle is advanced in front of the wings and brought forward to just behind the eye, which is the tie-off place. The hackle is tied in. It is trimmed. And a 5-point whip finish completes the fly. Any errant hairs can be trimmed to make the fly perfectly neat. And the fly, Western green drake, is now ready for fishing.